All right, here we go again. It's week 5, State of Play NFL, and my partner in crime is back, Mr. GUTTA West.
Yes.
He wasn't with us last week, but he's back.
And I'm very sorry about that, guys. Had to work. You know, got to get that money.
Due to scheduling.
But we back, though, baby. We back.
Right. So, you know, we had an interesting week last week. We're just going to recap just a little bit. I think me and GUTTA West kind of happy and sad. His Dallas Cowboys played very well, but the Green Bay Packers probably should have blew them out. We think they should have.
I knew he was going to go there.
But we found out that Green Bay is an imposter on defense because Dallas was able to move the ball at will.
I have to agree with that.
So after what Green Bay did to Detroit in week 1, that must have been a mirage. Because Dallas, even though he's a Cowboy fan, Dallas been giving him points by the bunches.
Yeah,
by the bunches now.
Unfortunately.
And then also people been stopping them a little bit.
Yeah.
So if the Bears held them 31, what was it, 31-14 last week or 31-17?
Yeah.
Okay, why wouldn't Green Bay be able to hold you down in a similar manner, 31-14, 31-17?
I mean, you would think so.
Whatever. So guess what? We learned 2 things. First, Green Bay defense is an imposter, and Jordan Love going to be in a lot of shootouts. That's what we learned.
Yeah.
And at Dallas Cowboys, at least at home, because they did it against Giants too, they played better inspired offense at their house. It seemed like they're a different team. They're like pumped up or whatever it is. And they did this without CeeDee Lamb, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put 40 points on the board. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Trust me.
I would say, I agree with everything that PAPPA West said. You know, as an NFL fan, you love it. A lot of points. Sunday night is the only game you can watch, so you don't want to watch no boring game. That was very entertaining. The Packers, play some really, really inspired offense. Like Pop said, they look a little allergic to defense. Mm-hmm. So is the Cowboys. We're gonna just be fair. But what I took from the game was, I usually don't jump on the bandwagons, man, but I gotta agree with my OG, in my opinion, one of the best receivers to ever play this game, Michael Irvin. I think Dak Prescott, he looked like an MVP candidate, man. I got to be real, man.
I'll say top 5, top 6.
Because with a defense that's playing as horrible as we playing right now, and they schedule to be, we got a pretty tough schedule. If he can continue this type of play on for the rest of the season, I think my original prediction might still come true. They can still win 10 games. And to me, that's a miracle.
Yeah, that's possible.
If they can win 10 games this year and get in the playoffs, and he playing like that, I don't know how he can't be the MVP. Unless Josh Allen just go crazy again, or Lamar, or of course Mr. Mahomes. We got to give him all respect. We say Mr. Mahomes. But
leading to that.
No, yeah, right. But all in all, I'm never going to be happy with a tie, because that doesn't do nothing for us. Except for maybe a tiebreaker when it comes down to the playoff seeding. But I was very proud of my Cowboys. They looked really good on offense. We looked bad on defense, but we been looked bad on defense. So I expected that. But the offense looked good. Dak looked like he playing at an all-time high. As a fan, then I feel like we can keep this up on offense. Now, the problem is going to come is when we play these real good teams that got good running games and good offense, and we can't stop no damn body. Mm-hmm. Now, we able to stop the run, but how far is that going to take us? Are we going to stop a Derrick Henry? Are we going to stop a Saquon Barkley? We'll see. But also, too, in week 4, man, it was a lot of interesting games, man. That Jacksonville and San Francisco game was, to me, one of the best games of the week.
Very competitive.
I just told PAPPA West off camera, man, the Jaguars playing with some real nuts. And
it looks that way.
And as an NFL fan, I'm very impressed, man, because this is the same Trevor Lawrence they said was a bust. And now all of a sudden he looked like the guy we thought he was.
Correct.
So I think it's part of he is a good quarterback and he is maturing. I think he is making better decisions than he has in seasons past. The defense is playing very inspired, which I'm very impressed with that defense. Because they looked really bad these last 3-4 years.
Oh, yeah.
So they look really decent right now, middle of the pack, which is good enough. Because if your offense is playing like they're playing right now, and Trevor throwing that ball like he's throwing that ball, these Jaguars, they could be a sneaky playoff team, Jacksonville.
Well, that's
so we'll
not
see.
Let them disappoint us with getting us all excited. They're gonna be that team. Let's lead to they're playing Kansas City this week, which we ain't gonna talk about the game right now, but that's one later game. But that's gonna be one of their true tests.
That's a game. Yeah, that's a game right there.
So we have a few injuries, right? So Lamar Jackson got hurt against Kansas City.
Lamar's hurt, man.
And is it who? Cooper Rush is on the team?
Cooper Rush is the backup. Yes.
Oh, that's...
Which fortunately for y'all, for the Ravens, that might be good for y'all. Because y'all can still win some games with Cooper Rush. But...
if they put together, Hobble put together an offense around him, I guess, because you got Henry. Yeah. You're going to run the ball. I agree with that. I agree.
We also got Brock Purdy. He is still injured.
He's questionable.
No, he's not questionable. He's out for tomorrow night.
Oh, he is?
So he will not be playing Thursday night.
Mac Jones.
Which is understandable. I mean, it's a short week. He's still rehabbing. So, give the man some chance to get completely
Mac
healthy.
Jones have shown pretty decent the last
Mac
couple
Jones
weeks.
is not a bad backup. So I think the 49ers will be okay for now.
I agree with that.
So
what about the Browns? They said that Flacco's hurt. They're going to start the other guy. What's his name?
Joe Flacco is injured, and they will be starting Dylan Gabriel,
which I think is a mistake.
Which we think he's the first. Which we think is ridiculous.
Next man up.
But don't worry about Shadur fans. He's gonna look so bad. Shadur will be playing
have to put him in.
Probably next week. So he might come in the game on Sunday, but we'll see what happens.
So they're playing Minnesota. That's gonna be
Minnesota. They playing them in Germany, which is
it's a way away.
A way away. There's no home field advantage, and everybody got to play.
If he looks really bad against Flores' defense, he might go in that game.
But see, that's the problem, though.
He might.
He will look bad against that defense because it's a great defense.
He might go in.
It's a great defense.
He might show such a bad performance in the first half. The coach might say, "You know what, Sanders, go in there. Just go in there."
I don't disagree with that.
Like a spark.
I'll disagree with that. I just think that I kind of don't want him to throw him in there against that defense. So I would like Dylan Gabriel go out there and prove. No. Dylan Gabriel, go out here and prove you better than Shedeur Sanders. Go out there and prove you worth being the third round.
But the chances is he's not.
Yeah, I know that. But the Cleveland Browns seem to believe in him. So let's go out there, young buck, and show us what you got.
Okay.
We're going to see what you got.
All
right, y'all. So we're going to start this off. Week 5, baby.
Let's get it, baby.
This is an NFC West California battle, baby. We got the San Francisco 49ers, as we already mentioned, without Brock Purdy, going to Los Angeles, coming to the house, baby. Coming to LA to play the Rams. Papa West, what you think, man?
Well, usually if they had all the weapons intact, meaning Purdy and everybody in the house on deck, guns loaded, this would be an interesting matchup. Because of the injuries, I think Mac Jones would play well, but there's also some injuries on the, I think, offensive line, defensive line. There's a few things that's not quite right.
Yeah.
So if he can't get proper blocking, the Rams can play defense when they put their mind to it. They can put pass rush on your ass. To me, it's a mismatch. I think the Rams are better to run the ball, throw the ball, basically do what they want to do. The 49ers are going to stand up a little bit because they're going to play with pride, but because injuries is going to take over, and this is not a long situation that you can speak on. The Rams is going to beat them. I'm going to say 27-14, 27-17. You're going by 10.
Well, I wish I could give a different opinion for you 49er fans. But I gotta agree with Papa West, man. I feel like the Rams, they have too many. I would say better options. You go at quarterback, they got the better quarterback. Go at the running game. Okay, McCaffrey is that dude, but they got a two-headed monster in LA. Them two young boys running the hell out of that ball.
They are.
Okay, and then you go defense. I would say defense is evenly matched, but we forgot to mention the 49ers lost Joey Bosa for the rest of the season.
Rams are more healthier.
And he is the defense.
Rams more healthy.
No disrespect to Fred Warner. We love Fred Warner and the rest of that squad. But Bosa is the quarterback of the defense.
Need more help.
He's not there. That's a problem. So I got to give them the edge on defense, quarterback, running game. They got the home field advantage. It's a short week. Even though I think the 49ers will play some inspired ball, they won't get beat out. They won't get just, skunked. They won't get,
they'll represent themselves
blown out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're going to lose the game. And I'm going to go with a similar score at Papa West, man. I'm going to go Rams 28-14. That's how I look at that one.
Okay. Sounds about right to me. So, Mr. Gutta West, we got the Vikings playing the Browns overseas, which is an interesting matchup, but we got backups, and we got a backup to the backup on one team.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, Mr. Gutta West?
Oh man, see, this is one of them games where it's like you really got to put into perspective, who got the best team, right? So when you look at these teams, if I'm looking at starting quarterback, which would be Joe Flacco for the Browns, versus J.J. McCarthy for the Vikings. You got a Super Bowl champion, a guy that got an impeccable playoff record. His career is his career. Joe Flacco had a great career. And a lot better than anyone thought he would be coming out of Delaware State, or wherever he came from. But he's on the end of the career. He at the tail end, literally. So he's not the same Joe Flacco. He ain't even Joe Flacco that he was 5 years ago, and that wasn't that good neither.
But he's not starting.
But he's not starting.
Yeah. But
I'm just saying I'm comparing. J.J. McCarthy, pretty much a rookie, starting his first season, already got injured again. That's already questionable. Now, I know what I said a couple episodes before. I do still have belief in J.J. McCarthy, but the boy got to get healthy and show us first.
We'll see.
But the bottom line is, like my dad said,
we'll see.
Both them guys ain't playing. So we got Mr. Carson Wentz, former MVP candidate that can't stay healthy.
True.
Playing for the Vikings, but I think he's the better option at quarterback, of course, versus a rookie in Dylan Gabriel starting his first ever game against one of the best defenses in this league.
Yeah.
Now, the Cleveland Browns is also one of the best defenses in the league.
Correct.
So it makes me feel like we're not going to see no blowout. I don't see a whole lot of points.
I agree.
But at the end of the day, I got to go with the more experienced team, which would be the Vikings, which would be Carson Wentz. And I think they're going to win this game by a pretty fair score. I'm going to go 21-13 Minnesota.
That sounds about right. I think that could happen. And basically, we ain't got to spend a lot of time on this. And we kind of agree. Everything you said, I agree with everything that you just said. The only thing I would say is I think the defense is going to be the star.
Oh, for sure.
Their defense is going to be the star of the game. And I want to feel like the Cleveland defense is a little bit more studs than Minnesota. But Minnesota are very, very good.
They're very athletic, very fast.
So the key to it is the Cleveland defense can keep them in it. But because we're starting that rookie quarterback, Brian Flores, that Minnesota defense is going to blitz him. They're going to put hands on him. They're going to force him into some mistakes, and he's going to have a lot of problems. Plus, he's playing away from home, first game overseas. That's a lot for him.
I see what you're saying.
So to me, Carson Wentz is a veteran. He'll be able to, right the ship, get the ball to the receiver, run the ball, and let Minnesota play defense. And like you said, it'll probably be a low-scoring game, and they'll control the game. And Cleveland will keep themselves in it with their defense. But at the end of the day, it's going to be low-scoring because of that rookie quarterback with Cleveland and Cleveland's defense. So we're going to take much as I want to take Cleveland, I can't trust the rookie. I'm going to go with Minnesota to win at 23-13.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
23-13.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So next on the docket, we got them boys, baby. We got my Dallas Cowboys at the New York Jets. Early morning kickoff. Big dog, what you think, man?
Oh man, Dallas excited a lot of fans. The Cowboy Nation, Dallas Nation said we give a lot of points, but we play well. Yeah. We play respectful, and we wasn't embarrassed as a fan.
Exactly.
We felt good about that. The Jets, played decent against Miami. They lost 27-21. not a pretty game. It was ugly in a lot of ways. I looked at it. It was hard to watch, to be honest with you. It was. But the issue is they stayed in the game. They had a chance to win at the end. If they could have got a touchdown, went down and won two-point conversion, they would have won the game. But the bottom line is they lost 27-21. Both teams has been giving up a lot of points.
Yeah.
My God, a lot of points.
A lot.
Now, but Dallas got them by a few extra points they've been giving up. Dallas getting them up 33 points a game, which I've already did my math. And I believe the Jets is giving up somebody 20, 28, 29 points a game. I did my math. So, but for some reason, the Cowboys is favorite. I think -2.5. It was the last time I checked. So the odds makers in Vegas know something we don't know.
Yeah.
If they made Dallas a 2.5 point favorite, they don't just do that to give away money. So I'm gonna say, from what I seen with the Jets last week and what I seen with the Dallas, I think if you're a betting person, the best bet probably would be an over. Take the over.
Right.
I just take the over.
Right.
But we got to make a pick. We got to pick who's going to lose and win. So I'm going to say, because Dallas seemed to play up and down, good at home, away from home. So that's what concerns me, even though I think Dallas, with confidence and with experience quarterback with Dak, should be able to win the game. But I think the defense hurts them at the end of the game, and so I'm gonna take the Jets in the upset special. I'm gonna take the Jets in the upset special to win relatively high scoring affair. I think they're gonna might win at the end like 31-32 to 30 with a late field goal, because Dallas Cowboys breaks down and they drive down the field and get the late field goal and win it and break their hearts 32-30. That's my pick.
Well, we're going to have our first disagreement of the week. And this is, as you guys know, I'm not being a homer. I love the Cowboys, but I do keep it real. It's going to be, like Pop said, it's going to be a lot of points scored. But I think you contradicted yourself a little bit, brother, when you said that Vegas got them up by 2 for a reason, and then the Jets going to pull it off. I don't see that happening. Now,
I could be wrong.
Now, will there be a lot of points? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to score some points. The Jets are going to score on us. Don't be surprised. But at the end of the day, I think that the Cowboys are going to neutralize their running game, the same way we did against Jacobs with the Packers last week. And I think that when you shut the running game down for the Jets, you shut down their offense. Because Justin Fields has not proven so far that he can just throw you out the game. Don't see it happening. So the way I look at it, I think it's going to be a competitive game. Jets going to put up some points. But I like my Cowboys at the end, and I like the Cowboys 31-21.
You got to win by 10.
Yes.
That's a touchdown in the field goal.
I got the Cowboys 31-21.
So they only going to give up 21 points?
Yes.
But they averaging giving up 33.
I know they're averaging, but I mean, I'm looking at the Jets, and I'm seeing what I saw against the Miami defense, that they looked really horrible last 3 weeks. And you couldn't get more 21 against them.
Okay, but also consider this. Remember, the 2 games on the road against the Bears and against Philadelphia, week 1,
right?
24-20, and they lost 31-14, 30-17 against the Bears.
I watched the game. I know.
I'm looking at the away game. I'm just talking about away. So to me, I just want you to just consider that they're away.
Yeah. Okay.
They play different.
Okay. Well,
they play a little different.
Well, guess what, y'all? I considered it, and I still got the Cowboys.
Okay.
31-21. Okay.
All right. Only gonna give it 21 points.
I ain't changing up.
That's it, but over 50, that's 52 points.
It is a lot of points. It's over the total.
Okay.
So the total gonna get you some money.
Okay, there you go.
But I'm going with the Cowboys.
All right.
So next on the docket, ladies and gentlemen, we got the New York Giants at the New Orleans Saints. And again, like Papa West has coined the term, it's a backup game. Not really, but I guess you say a backup because Jackson Dart didn't start the season, right? And we got Spencer Rattler, who was the backup last year. That
now you started.
Trust me, he will not be the starter for long. But he's starting now.
Technically, he's starting. Yeah.
They're at the Saints. Yeah. It's on the road for the Giants. But I'm gonna tell you guys something, ladies and gentlemen. What I saw with Jackson Dart last week against the Chargers, I don't give a damn what you say. You must be inspired by that if you're a Giants fan.
It was inspiring.
That Charger defense, the way they've been playing all year,
it was inspiring.
And played good in that game still.
It was very impressive.
Exactly, because they didn't give up a lot of points. Chargers was still the Chargers defense in that game. The difference of the game was Jackson Dart.
Yes. Making a miss.
The young man got balls, man.
He's making a miss.
He's not scared.
Passing accurately.
Yes.
And then picking the right time to run the ball.
His decision making, his timing, and he's not scared of shit.
Yes, that's very
And I'm going to tell you something. In this league,
that's interesting.
In this league, the biggest muscle you can have is your heart, man.
He got heart.
You can be the buffest dude. You can be the fastest dude.
Because you can have the skill set, but you got to have the heart.
If you ain't got the heart, it ain't going to work, man.
And when he mean by heart, you got to be brave and bold.
Exactly.
And not afraid.
You got to be not afraid.
And he's not.
He's not afraid.
He's not.
And with that being said, man, the way that Giants defense has been playing, except for against the Cowboys, they've been playing some good defense. I mean, they held the damn Commanders to 6 points into the fourth quarter, week 1. Okay? And they hold the Chargers to, what was it, 21 or 20 points?
No, it was 21-18. Giants.
18 points?
21-18 Giants.
So the Giants defense is playing inspired ball, and now I believe that the Giants are going to start believing in themselves because of that young quarterback.
Well, the Giants, we said earlier in the season that what they had coming into the season had a good pass rush.
Yeah.
But they got some good pass rushers. The question was going to be, can they run the ball convincingly, and then can they have a good pass protection so they can throw the ball down the field? Yeah. We saw what they did against the Cowboys, but Cowboys, that was one situation. But anyway, they asked for Jackson Dart. They got Jackson Dart, and Jackson Dart won his first game as a rookie against a Charger team that is physical, that is a playoff team, that's well coached. They lost the offensive tackle John Alt.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that's not good.
It's a big loss.
Okay, so his right side, I'm talking about the boy Wonder, he was he wasn't protected well, so he could. I mean, so let's be honest.
No, that's true.
But Giants did what they had to do.
They did.
So that being said, New Orleans kind of represented themselves well against Buffalo. I looked at the game on Red Zone. I said, New Orleans is trying to hang with Buffalo a little bit here. I'm looking at this.
They look like they got tired of what everybody's saying about them. And they want to go out there and play some grown man ball.
They played some grown man
It was respectable. It was respectable.
Because I expected Buffalo just to blow them out, but it didn't happen like that.
Me too.
Buffalo actually had to play their best game to keep them at bay.
Yep.
And even cousin Tim love, because he is Buffalo Bill fan and we respect him. He already know we support him. But anyway, he told me before the game started, he said, "Cuz, be careful if you put anything on the Bills, because New Orleans might give us some problems, and we are a big favorite." He said that. He did say that. But in any case, we got to pick a team. We got to pick a win. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, I didn't even say who I picked, but obviously I'm going with the Giants, y'all.
Okay.
And I think it'll be a close game. The Saints are at home. They're gonna play some inspired ball.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the Giants, 27-21.
That sounds good. That sounds good. But I want to make sure that I don't want to get overexcited with this rookie.
Yeah.
He's on the road. This is his first road game. He played at home. He did have home. So I think he still can do it, like you said. I think he can do it. And Spencer Rattler is paying pretty decent. But you know what? I got to go with that Giants pass rush.
Yeah.
The Giants pass rush will be the difference. New Orleans is going to do what they do, but the Giants is going to cause some problems, maybe some turnovers, because they're starting to believe, because them defensive players, they wanted Jackson Dart to start too.
Oh, yeah, they all wanted him to start.
They wanted, so now they got their guy. They said, now we got some guy that we actually can win. So now they're going to play their best defense because they got the guy they think they can win with. Yeah. So with that being said, confidence is very special. You cannot replace confidence. That defensive team said, we feel confident we can win with this guy. That's our guy. So with that being said, I think New Orleans is going to represent themselves well because they did it against Buffalo. They on the road. I'm going to take the Giants to win this game with a pretty much entertaining. It's going to be entertaining too. It might be better than you think. Entertaining game. I'm going to take the Giants to win 26 to. I'm acting a little bit more closer to them. 26-21. 26-21 Giants.
I mean, that's not bad. Mm-hmm. That's not bad. I don't think that's a bad pick. I think it's going to be a close game, like you said. But, yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting game, everybody. Definitely for that young boy, Jackson Dart, man. All right, y'all. So, next on the docket, we have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Indianapolis Colts.
All right, Breon. All right, son. Colts. Shout out to my son, Colts.
My little brother, man. Colts gang.
My son, Breon, you love the Colts. Shout out to you, son.
And my youngest brother, he Raider gang, so you know.
Oh, that's right. My nephew, he's a Raider fan, too.
Can't forget Jonathan.
Can't forget about my nephew.
So, this is an interesting game, y'all. And the reason why I say that is because I really do believe, and I think that Possible will agree with me, I think the Raiders are a lot better than what we've been seeing.
Yes.
I think it's been a lot of mistakes. It's been a lot of, they get penalized a lot. Anything from a fumble, missed field goal, drops. I mean, it's been a lot of things going on with the Raiders.
I agree.
That's very weird. And it makes it look like because the record is what the record is.
But they really look good. You see they play, when they play well, they play well, but it's not finishing drives.
Exactly.
Making mistakes.
It's very small things that can be fixed.
And I think Pete Carroll will do it.
But we'll see.
You got to give him some time.
But
this guy the team.
It's been a lot of weird things with the Raiders, which makes me look at them like, okay, the record is the record, but I know they're better than that record, right? And I think that this week might be a week to prove that. I like the Colts. I like what they've been doing on defense, and even more impressively, Daniel Jones look like a real quarterback. So I can't even believe it. So
unbelievable.
I can't even believe it. But
the fountain of youth.
So far through 4 weeks, the boy looks serious.
I said it before.
Because I'm telling you, they were this close, and I do mean this close from beating the Rams on Sunday. Okay, so they could be 4-0 right now.
Yes, they could have beat the Rams. The guy went into the end zone and let the ball out of his hand.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
So
I'm professional.
The Colts are playing some really good ball. They at home, and my mind tells me to go with the Colts, but for some reason, man, my heart is going with the Raiders, man. I think that the Raiders are going to play some really good ball, and they're going to upset the Colts, man, in Indianapolis. And I'm going to go with the Raiders in a close one, but I'm going to go Raiders 27-23.
I like to pick as far as the total points. I think more points are going to be scored. My only concern with picking the Raiders is I just don't want to deal with or have to understand Geno Smith turning the ball over.
Right.
He's been turning the ball over too many times. And I'm just saying, I mean, these interceptions at certain times of the game, crucial times, that changed momentum. You understand that? Yeah. But everything you said, I agree with almost everything you just said. The only thing is the only road the Colts playing well. The Colts probably should be 4-0. So when I'm saying that, you got to show me you can beat the Colts. Even though, the Rams beat them, but they ain't beat them. I'm just saying, this Colt team right now is for real. You can't be playing with these guys. This is like a rattlesnake, like a bite you. They're serious. So I'm gonna say this. I kind of agree with him that the Raiders can rise up, especially with this coaching staff of Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll don't like losing. He does not like losing. Pete Carroll is not a losing coach, I'm telling you. And he know how to fix things and tweak things and you know what I'm saying, and make things better than what it was from week to week. That's one of his specialties. That's why he's so successful. Now, I think he needs a few more pieces. I think what it is, he needs a few more pieces on defense. And then he got this calm Geno Smith down. Even with those young receivers, I think they'll be okay. And they got that outstanding tight end from Georgia. Just calm everybody down and run the ball with Gentry. Because believe me, that boy showed you this last week against the Bears. He's for real. He the real deal. Don't think he ain't. He just ain't got a chance to got no blocking to get open.
Yeah,
you give him a little blocking with a fullback, he gonna tear shit up. He can't wait to get loose. He's like a shepherd pony inside the gate. And open up the gate. Let me out. Okay? He is very special. And we're going to see a lot of special plays from the rest of the season. You saw that big run against Chicago when he ran in the end zone. Was it 45 yards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
We're going to see a lot of those. It ain't no. We're going to see a lot of that. And trust me, Pete Carroll, what I say early week when I said this is going to be what you call it, the beast mode on West Coast.
Right.
When he was in Seattle with Marshawn Lynch, Beast Mode in Seattle, the Pacific Northwest is the Beast Mode on the West Coast. And trust me, it's coming. It's coming. So I'm gonna say this. I want to go with the Raiders like Gutta West, and I agree with what he's saying. But because I'm concerned about the few pieces on defense and Geno Smith turning the ball over.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Okay, he got to just stop turning the ball over. He might do it this week because I'm sure Pete Carroll is sit down and film him like, hey, look at that. What are you doing? What is that? What's that? I'm going to take the Colts because of Daniel Jones play. Jonathan Taylor running like somebody owe him money. Okay, and the defense giving them points, but they bend and don't break. So the defense is pretty decent. So I'm gonna go with the Colts to win this one. 28-21 Colts over the Las Vegas Raiders.
All right, y'all. So next on the docket, we got the Miami Dolphins at the Carolina Panthers. And we forgot to mention this earlier, but prayers up for Tyreek Hill, man.
Yeah, I hope
horrific injury. His leg went the other way, okay, for layman's terms.
Yeah, we've seen that before.
And it was really bad.
It is.
It's one of those injuries that it could affect the rest of his career. You know,
I hope not.
Because a lot of guys don't come back from that to be the same.
Right. Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, he's never really had no major injuries in his career. You know, he's still young. So I can see him rehabbing and bouncing back, but just, you know, pretty bad for Tyreek, man. We praying for you, big dog. Hoping for a speedy recovery, man. But as far as the game is concerned, another interesting game for me, man. We got the Miami Dolphins that have been playing okay. They ain't been playing great.
Yes.
They played horrible a couple games. They played good a couple games. And you just don't know what you're going to get with these Dolphins.
I agree.
You know, we believe in Tua, man. We know he's a good quarterback. We all praying for him as well. Because we already know.
No more concussions.
Yeah, one more bad hit, one more bad concussion, and he needs to retire.
Please, no more.
If he don't retire, the NFL should force him to retire.
Yeah.
Because he don't even keep getting hurt like that. It's ridiculous.
If he get another one, no matter what you want to do.
And we hoping it don't happen.
Retire, man.
We hoping it don't happen, but it could happen. Yeah. It's NFL.
And we pray for his family. I hope he don't get
for real.
Like real
for
talk.
real.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, Carolina is very, very hard to grade at this point in time.
The word is sneaky.
It's sneaky.
They sneaky.
Because it's like, you know, we both believe in Bryce Young. We think the young man got a lot of talent.
They really is.
He has a lot of potential, but he's never going to go any further than where they are right now without building a team around him.
Yes, I agree.
So, you know, you gave him a decent running back. You gave him a real number one receiver. He still needs another receiver.
Yes.
And you got to fix that defense. Because it's like one week they play like they real defense.
Yes.
The next week they get blown out.
Yes.
I don't understand.
Correct.
So both of these teams are kind of in the same boat, which makes it very difficult for me to pick a winner.
This is a difficult game to pick.
But the way I'm going to go about it is I'm going to have to go with what I look at as the advantage, if you want to call it that, and I'm going to have to go with the home team. So I'm going to go with the Panthers in this one, in a close one. Man, I'm going to go Panthers. I'm going to go Panthers 28-23, man.
That's a close one. Okay. To me, I agree with everything he said too, because it ain't really nothing to disagree with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I think because of the defenses both are shaky, I'm looking for an over. I'm looking for a higher score in the fair than 23-20. That's just what I see.
Right.
I think they're gonna score some more touchdowns than that. But in any case, you got to pick a winner. So from what I'm seeing, I'm just gonna assume that Tua can get the ball to Waller. That's that tight end, the big tight end. And Waller was still healthy. Still healthy. And they got A-Chain, the running back. Defense is going to give up points. And then the Panthers are going to do their thing. They're going to give us some points at home. They're going to show their mettle. So I'm going to look at a high score on the fair. I wouldn't be surprised if it get in at like 28, 29, or 30 up in there. So I'm going to take, as of right now, I think the Panthers are going to play well, but I think Miami kind of found themselves a little bit, even though Tyreek Hill got hurt. I'm going to go with Miami to win this game 28-26. 28, it's going to be a 2-point conversion there. Somebody going to get sacked in the zone, something like that. So I'm going to take Miami to win 28-26 and a high scoring fed up 54 points. And this is going to be very entertaining because we're not going to know who's going to win the game to late in the fourth quarter. So Miami 28-26, and it should be a good game.
I mean, I agree. I think it's going to be a good game either way, no matter the outcome, right? All right, guys. So next on the docket, y'all, we got another very interesting game, man.
Ooh,
we got Papa West's own, the Denver Broncos.
All right. Shout out to Maintain and Arlinda.
Yes.
I forgot Arlinda.
Yep.
You love Denver. And so Maintain, y'all.
Yep.
You love Denver. You know, Broncos for life. 30-some years. I'm just saying. Yeah.
So we got the Denver Broncos at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes, we do.
What a game.
Interesting.
I mean, what you think, Pops? What you think, man?
Well, as much as I want Denver to win the game, I got to be honest. I'm always going to be honest. I would never not be honest. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to call a thing, no matter if I like it or not. The bottom line is, yes, I want Denver Broncos to win. Yes, I represent the Denver Bronco Nation. But reality is X's and O's, X's and O's, X's and O's. Philadelphia is very physical. They run the ball well, even though Barkley has not broken out yet. But they're still physical, even with Jalen Hurts running the ball out the backfield. You know what I'm saying? When throwing the ball, whatever. But the key is the Philadelphia defense. They're very physical. They're getting pass rush on the quarterback, and they're doing it pretty consistently. Even though you can pass in a secondary, they've been getting a lot of passing yards. But as far as getting pressure on the quarterback, they're getting some pressure and making him hurry up his passes. So, looking at Denver concerned us. We see that Denver is playing well. They played good against the Chargers. They lost to the Chargers 23-20. Could have won the game. They played well against the Colts. Lost by 1 point. Was it 28-29?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's 1 point. Yeah. So they could have won that too. They beat a very bad Cincinnati team this past week. Come on now, baby. I mean, how are we gonna look at that? They're gonna let us know that Denver's good. They beat them 28-3. Really?
No, I agree.
Okay, so what do we got? We got a Philadelphia team that struggled a little bit against Tampa Bay late in the game, jumped on top of Tampa Bay, were beating them pretty soundly, and they came back. Tampa Bay came back, but they was able to hold Tampa Bay out. Tampa Bay didn't have Mike Evans, right? And Tampa Bay always historically have played well against Philadelphia. They've beaten Philadelphia, actually. So that being said, Philadelphia 4-0. I'm not sure. We got to look at the trends. How many times Philadelphia started 5-0? I think it's probably maybe 4 or 5 times in their history. They started 5-0. See, we got to remember those things now. It's very important now. But in any case, I got to look that up. But I'm sure you can, if you're watching, you're a Philadelphia fan, you'll know about that. My problem, X's and O's, I think Philadelphia can stop the run. If Philadelphia stop our run game and force Bo Nix to beat them passing the ball, I don't like our chances. I really don't like that. That's ugly. That's brutal.com. It's brutal. If they stop the run and then Bo Nix got to beat their defense is passing the ball, even though I just said that Philadelphia give up passing yards and you can pass, I don't like Bo Nix throwing the ball accurately. I don't like Bo Nix maybe turning the ball over or being hurried and rushed. I don't feel comfortable with that. Now, the Denver Broncos defense against Jalen Hurts and Barkley and those receivers, that scares me a lot. Because if Denver pass rush cannot put pressure on Hurts, where rough him up and get him back there and knock him down and hurry him up, he sit back there and got a clean pocket, oh, they're going to eat our lunch. I don't care about no Patrick Surtain. Talking about he's the glove. He's the new glove. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's not the new glove. So I'm going to say this. With that being said, that creates a big problem for us. So I don't like the fact the way Herbert passed on us the Chargers. I don't like the way Daniel Jones passed on us with the Colts. And to be honest with you, I don't even like the way the rookie with Tennessee passed on in week 1. There was a lot of dry passes. I'm not going to forget that. There was a lot of drop passes from Tennessee, from that quarterback that could have hurt us. That with being said, I think Philadelphia got more weapons than us. They got a more experienced quarterback than us. And because they can put pass rush on my quarterback and they got more weapons offensively, you got to take Philadelphia home. They're home. They got home field advantage, whatever. Even though 5-0 is 5-0, I got to go with Philadelphia. I'm going to take Philadelphia to beat my Denver Broncos. I'm going to say 28-22. There's going to be a free safety or something in the zone, get 2-point conversion, a block a punt or something. I'm going to take Philadelphia 28-22. Denver try to come back later in the game, but they'll hold them off. Philadelphia 28-22.
Well, to answer your question, Papa West, we did a quick Google search. The Eagles have started 5-0 3 times in franchise history.
I told you, wasn't that much.
Most recently in 2022 and 2023, becoming the first team to ever start 5-0 in 2 consecutive seasons.
That's what I'm saying.
And
I knew the history.
In total is 3 times: 1981, 2022, 2023.
There you go.
And now you can add 2025.
So Denver is playing with history. Denver is playing with history.
No, definitely. I gotta totally agree with Papa West. The Broncos is no team to sneeze at. They're gonna play some good defense. You know, like I said, I believe in Bo. I think he's getting better every game. And you know, they got a lot of different pieces. You know, they don't got the best guys at the position, but they got really good guys at every position. Yeah. And that's a good thing for the Broncos. That's good for their future. But the bottom line is, though, I got to go Papa West. The Eagles are going to play better defense. They're at home. And then, you know, Jalen Hurts is the X factor against most teams. Because he's a sneaky quarterback.
He very is.
Because when you watch him for most games, you think, oh, he only threw for 150 yards. Oh, he only got 2 touchdowns.
He didn't do that much.
Like, it ain't nothing.
Just enough.
But then he shows you when he has to throw the ball, he throws the best of it.
He do just enough.
So no, I'm saying most times he does. But when he has to string it out, like he did in Super Bowl against Mahomes twice, he can do the same thing everybody else does. Yeah. So he shows you that he has that possibility.
He has the ability.
But that's just not his game. And because it's not his game, you're not going to make it his game. Jalen Hurts going to play his game. And his game is winning. So I look at it like this. The Broncos are going to play an inspired game. They're not going to go out there and get blown out. You know, they're going to play good football. The Eagles are going to play a little bit better. And at the end of the day, I'm going to go with Philly. Or with Pops, it's going to be a pretty much a close game. I like the Eagles 28-20.
Ooh. 28-20, 28-20.
A good fight.
Gotcha.
Down to the fourth quarter. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter, but I thought the Eagles are going to pull it off, man.
And they'll start 5-0.
They're going to be 5-0 for the fourth time. Next on the docket, y'all, our last game of the morning slot. We got the Houston Texans at the Baltimore Ravens. And again, very tricky game. Now, to me, the problem with this game for both teams is that the Texans can't lose this game, and the Ravens can't lose this game.
Yes.
So it's like the Ravens are in a really bad position.
They really are.
Because you're at home, you play against a team that you beat a lot of times.
Yes.
You got their number in the playoffs, regular season, at their house, at your house.
Absolutely.
They play them good. The problem is there's no Lamar Jackson.
Thank you.
And like I just said about Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson is the X factor for the Ravens.
He is.
He's the X factor, period. Yeah. And the man ain't gonna show up on Sunday. He ain't suiting up. So
that's a problem, man.
With Cooper Rush, my former backup, I got love for Cooper, man. You know, he's a good guy, man. Good guy. You know, he's a very, very good backup. He's a respectable backup. He's someone that can keep the ship afloat.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I don't think that ship gonna be afloat on Sunday. I gotta go with this Houston defense that's hungry and thirsty, and they get tired of what everybody's saying about them. They get tired about what they're hearing. Okay, losing to Jacksonville, losing to the Rams, losing these bad games they've lost, man.
Tampa Bay lost.
Tampa Bay in a very close one at the house on Monday night. Very embarrassing.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a bounce back week for the Texans. And if I had to call it, man, I got to go with the advantage. And in this game, I got to go quarterback. I gotta go CJ over Cooper Rush, man. And I like the Texans in a close one. 23-20, man.
That sounds about right. But I'm gonna say this. I'm a little concerned about CJ Stroud, how he's been playing. Well, how he's been playing like. Actually, this whole year, I told you, he looked up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm concerned about his decision making. But in any case, I got to take him over Cooper Rush. I just have to. Even though I like Henry to keep the game close, and they're going to run the ball, talk about Baltimore, I think it's going to be good. They're going to be physical with him and try to, just run the ball and keep them in check. But I think that CJ Stroud should have a good game plan assembled around him, run the ball. They got a very good defense. I think they're going to really blitz Cooper Rush and force him into a few mistakes. And if they put 8 men in the box to stop Henry, then it could be a defensive kind of struggle a little bit. So to me, I'm going to take the Houston Texans to win 24-17. Houston, Texas, 24-17.
Okay. I think we pretty much agree with that. It's going to be a good game. But I just feel like the Baltimore Ravens won't have enough dogs in this fight, unfortunately.
I agree.
Unfortunately.
So, what we got? What we got?
We're moving on to the afternoon slot, everybody. And this game is... it's a little interesting. I think it's a little lopsided, if you ask me.
It is.
This is the Tennessee Titans at the Arizona Cardinals.
This should be simple. It should be simple. I don't know how you feel about it. It should be simple.
You tell me, big dog.
Well, I love the rookie with Tennessee. We said he got skill set.
He does.
But there's so many holes on the team.
Whole lot.
They can't control the outcome as far as protect him. He needs a good running game. He needs a good defense, special teams.
Yeah.
There's too many holes on the team. So, with that being said, you have to make sure that Arizona lost Connor. We understand that.
It's a big loss.
And he's a macho man.
That's a big loss. Man.
Yeah, he's a major contributor. But I think that Arizona have enough to control Tennessee. Tennessee going to give them a few problems because of that.
They will.
But I think Arizona defense is strong enough to hold their own at home. Tennessee is not strong enough to, at this time in their career, this time in their development, the new regime, I think that Arizona will take care of business. I'm gonna take Arizona to win. I'm gonna say 27-14.
Guys, we pretty much agree with this one again. I'm gonna go with a different score. I feel like Tennessee gonna score a little bit more points, but at the same time, like Pop said, I think that the Titans, man, there's just so many holes on that team, man. They are in a true rebuild.
Yes.
You got your quarterback, so now it's time to build around the quarterback.
Yes.
You got to do, what the Eagles did with Jalen Hurts, what the Chiefs did with Mahomes, what the Bills have amazingly done with Josh Allen.
Yes.
When you got that guy, and he that dude, and before you got to pay that man $200+ million, but more importantly, when you got to pay that man less than $200 million, what you gonna pay him in 3 years? You better get that team together.
Yes.
Because if you don't get that team together, you're gonna be trading him or you're gonna be leaving.
I agree.
So what's the point of driving a guy?
You're looking for a ring.
Exactly. So what's the point of driving a guy number 1 overall if you're not gonna believe in him and put something around him?
Yeah.
We've seen this man play for 4 weeks now. He proved that he belonged to be in the NFL.
Yeah,
we've seen it already.
He got a skill set.
So, but what are you gonna do with one decent receiver, an okay running back?
Not a lot.
A very borderline trash offensive line, and pretty much no defense.
No question.
So with all that being said, I'm with Pops, man. We going with the Arizona Cardinals. Big Kyler Murray, man. That's my boy. I think the Titans will score a little bit more points, though. But I like the Cardinals ultimately to win that game. And I like them to win the game, let's say 27-21.
So you let me score 21 points. Okay.
I think they get a little bit more points. A little bit more.
Cool.
A little bit more.
All right.
All right, y'all. Next on the afternoon docket, we got one of my favorite teams to watch and one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch right now, Mr. Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Seattle Seahawks.
Baker, the touchdown maker.
Baker, the touchdown maker, baby.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all, man. Seattle has showed me that they're not as bad as I thought they were going to be.
I agree.
I thought they were going to be really bad this year. I had no faith in Sam Darnold. But after 4 weeks and seeing him play game in and game out, he showed me that he got some.
This is his last shot.
This is his last shot. He knows his last shot, and he playing like it.
Yeah.
And I ain't even mad at the boy.
Yeah.
He playing decent football. Now they at home. Seattle plays really good at home. But ultimately, I think the Buccaneers are just a better team overall. I think they got the better defense. They got the better offense. They got the better quarterback. As far as we've seen, because the guys here had only been there 2 years, they got the better coaching. I like the Buccaneers in this one. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it'll be a very competitive game with the Seahawks at home. But I like the Buccaneers, man, and I'm taking the Buccaneers 24-14.
Well, we'll disagree on that one. So I'm going to take Seattle for some opposite reasons. First, the book is still out on Sam Darnold. He's playing well this year. But we've seen this in Minnesota before. He starts off great, and then we don't see what the ceiling's going to be.
That's true.
So, but
no, that's true. That's true.
But in any case, the thing about it is this. Okay, I like Tampa Bay a lot, and I'll pick Tampa Bay pretty regular. But they said Bucky Irvin may not start; he's hurt.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And then Mike Evans is still nursing his.
Yeah, he's out. He's out.
So that's a problem for me. Baker don't have his actual regular weapons that he needs. But the boy out of Ohio State, I forget how to pronounce his name. That receiver, that boy is nasty.
Yeah,
that boy nasty. And the defense have been playing well. But because of the injury report on Tampa Bay, I got to go with Seattle.
Okay.
Even though Sam Darnold, I still got a bad taste in my mouth about it last year and the year before that. I got a bad taste in my mouth, I do. But to be honest with you, this coach with Seattle, and I wasn't really a big fan of him. It seemed like he's got the defense playing better. They're being physical. They're playing the run game really good, and they're playing some good defense. So we got to look at what he's doing. Just look at his performance is on the field. So right now I'm going to take Seattle to beat Tampa Bay because they're injured. I'm going to take Seattle to win 27-17. I like Seattle 27-17.
Okay.
Because of the
we both see 10-point wins by different teams. Mm-hmm. I respect that though. I definitely respect it.
Oh yeah.
All right, y'all. Here you go. We go again for the afternoon docket. This is the Detroit Lions at the Cincinnati Bengals. Now,
Mama, please don't beat me down.
Yeah, but before I toss it to Papa West, I just want to say, just for all us NFL fans, this is a very unfortunate game because I was so looking forward to seeing Jared Goff and the Lions at Cincinnati against Joe Burrow.
Big balls.
I really wanted to see that.
That would be fun.
Unfortunately,
that would have been fun.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have Joe Burrow.
That would have been fun, man.
He won't be in this game. He won't be in the next 2 months of game.
That would have been fun.
Unfortunately.
For real.
But go ahead and take it away, Big Dog.
Well, ain't too much to say about this. We got to spend a lot of time.
He ain't lying.
I'm going to say this. Because of the backup quarterback with Cincinnati, he looked lackluster against Denver. I don't know what that was. I saw Monday night he scored 3 points. He had like he didn't want to get his paycheck. He had like he didn't want to play for his paycheck. And if I'm an owner of the team, I'm like, you don't want to play football anymore?
Yeah.
We need to get somebody else because you
look a little scared.
You look like you actually didn't want to play for your paycheck on Monday night. That's how I looked at it. I'm sorry. And then Cincinnati defense has always been questionable for the last couple seasons. They've been soft giving them points.
Right.
They got to tinker with it. They need more pieces. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So Detroit is hitting on all cylinders. Detroit just played the best defense in the league last week.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any defense they're going to face.
By the way.
There's not going to be any more defense better than that they're going to face for the rest of the season.
Except for Minnesota.
But is Minnesota as good as Cleveland's defense? But they got a good defense. They got a good defense.
They kind of right there.
Okay, you know what?
They kind of right there.
We'll agree to disagree that they might be neck and neck.
No. I think Cleveland is better. But I'm just saying.
But Minnesota right there.
If we ranking them, it's like Cleveland 1, Minnesota 2 or 3.
So Minnesota right there.
They right there.
Oh, I accept that.
They right there.
I accept that. So the Jets showed you that week 1 performance against Green Bay. That was illusion, a mirage. That wasn't real. Detroit said that's not us. So like I've said before,
you right about that.
Mr. Campbell said, any place, anytime, anywhere. That's what my stepfather used to say when I was back at 16. I mean, I'm going to whoop your ass, beat your ass, any place, in the backyard, in the front yard, down the street. Don't matter where it's going to be at. You're going to get your ass whooped. You're going to still get your ass whooped. That's what's going to happen. I'm just saying. So, I'm going to say this to you. The only question is how many points they're going to win by. How many points? So, to me, Detroit is want to flex their defense's muscle a little bit, so they ain't gonna like make it really ugly because they're gonna put some defense on Cincinnati. They're gonna put hands on their ass. They're gonna put hands on them, and that Cincinnati gonna play a little bit better because they're at home and they're gonna be pumped up, and they might make a few plays here and there. But at the end of the day, when third quarter hit, what I say, touchdown, 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 touchdown. That's what you're going to hear from the end of the third quarter into fourth quarter. So it's going to be 38 Detroit, and it's going to be 38 to 19 because Detroit going to give them a few points out of mercy. It's going to be a mercy killing. So it's going to be 38 to 19. 38 to 19. 38 19. So they're going to win by 19.
Oh, my God.
Wait, is that 19? Wait a minute. 19, that's 38. Yeah, they're going to win by 19.
Damn.
They'll win by 38 19. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
19, yeah.
I mean, Mr. Papa West stole the show again. I mean, hey, man, I can't disagree with him at all, man. You guys took all my damn points. They gonna run the ball efficiently. They gonna throw the ball efficiently. And again, the Bengals just don't have enough dogs for this fight, man.
No, they don't.
The Lions, I'm going with the Lions. I agree with Pops. And since we got to give y'all a score, I'll give y'all a score, man. I like, I don't know, man. I want to be, because I want to be politically correct and respectful. Like, okay, it's gonna be, a decent game. It ain't gonna be that decent.
No.
I'm gonna have to go with the Lions, and I'm gonna go Lions 35-14.
Ooh.
Do it like
35-14.
Do it like that.
That's 21 points.
And that 14 for the Bengals gonna come at the end. It don't even damn matter.
Okay.
No more. It's not even gonna matter no more.
So they're gonna win by 3 touchdowns.
It shit ain't gonna matter no more.
All right.
It ain't gonna matter no more.
Okay.
Now, for our last game, ladies and gentlemen, of the afternoon docket, we got one of my favorite young quarterbacks. Well, I'm sorry, because he's injured. So I was going to say one of my favorite quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels.
JD the kid.
But he's not playing. Wait, is he playing or he's not playing?
No, he's day to day.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen.
Day to day.
Let us confirm if
he's day to day. But
play.
We love him. He's special.
We gonna see.
Special.
We gonna see.
JD the kid.
We gonna see if he's playing. Hold on.
You know what? He's a young man, but he's special. He got it. Whatever it is, he got it. He got that. You pay to come and see him. We know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been confirmed by ESPN, ladies and gentlemen.
And what is that?
Commander J. Nails plans to play after being cleared. So, most likely, he's going to play.
Okay, it's going to be a good game.
So, we got the Washington Commanders
it's gonna be a good game.
coming to the house to play the LA Chargers.
SoFi saving Chargers. LA, baby.
Now,
yeah.
This is a very interesting game, everybody.
It is.
The Chargers got a great defense. The Chargers got a really good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
The Commanders got a good defense. They got a really good quarterback.
Nothing but love for you, baby.
And to me, they're almost like the same damn team, kind of.
You know what?
They're very similar in a lot of ways. Coaching, defense, offense, quarterback.
Okay, one thing they're different.
What? Coaching?
I think the Chargers defense is a little better. They're stronger.
No.
Their defense is better.
The Chargers defense is better.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they both play good defense. Is what I'm saying.
Washington sometimes they're down sometimes, but yeah.
Well,
Chargers is better.
What we can say about the Chargers?
Yeah.
I say that to say I don't see either team blowing out the other team. That's my point.
Okay, I accept that.
So I think it's going to be a very close game.
I accept that.
This is going to be a very exciting game, everybody. Live from SoFi, baby. It's going up. You know, this is another one of those internal beefs I'm having, y'all. Because my heart going with the hometown, going with L.A.
The boy wonder.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mr. Herbert, the boy wonder for Chargers. He the boy wonder. You know, he's a bad man too.
I'm
JD the Kid, PAPPA.
Yeah, I'm going with
But the boy wonder, he a bad man too.
Yeah, in my heart, I'm going with the Chargers. But my mind is not playing tricks on me. It's telling me that JD is back. He had missed a couple games. He's upset.
He is.
And
he is.
Trust me, guys. Y'all don't want to see.
He's not happy.
Y'all don't see no upset Jaden.
He's not happy.
So I'm gonna have to go with the Commanders.
Ooh.
And an upset on the road, they're gonna squeak it out in a close one. I like the Commanders to take this game 27-24.
That could happen. I think that can happen. And I might pick them, but let me see if I put this in my mind and scramble it the right way.
Right.
Like scrambled eggs.
Right.
I like JD the Kid. He come off injury. I'm a little concerned about that.
Ooh.
I'm concerned about Washington Commanders defense, how they played against Atlanta Falcons after Atlanta got blowed out 30-0.
True.
Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? I still don't understand that. But anyway, with that being said, they you know, but we also know, even though Washington had problems defensively against Atlanta, we know Atlanta got who's on offense. That's why we was puzzled why they got beat 30-0 against the Panthers. We don't even know what happened that week.
Didn't make no sense.
What, did they just tuck off that day? With all those weapons they got? With that being said, JD come back into the lineup. We like Mariota is, you know, he's a good backup. He really is. But JD come back with what he do. And the team love him. They motivated behind him. Even the defense play better when he's in the lineup. And I'm concerned about the offensive line for the Chargers. John Alt?
Yeah.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm concerned about who's going to replace him, who's going to be on Herbert's right side, the boy wonder. And so they got to rely on the running game. And I saw what Jackson Dart did to them last week. So, you know, J.D. Daniels got some of the same running ability as Dart.
Sure does.
Right? So he do some of the same things, and he's a better passer than Dart.
Sure is.
So with the running game and the injuries with Chargers, I'm going to have to go with the Washington Commanders, an upset special. Even though the Chargers defense is very physical, they're going to get tired because if they get pressure on Herbert and he can't pass the ball like he wants to because of his protection and they don't run the ball well, and Washington play better when JD is in there, I'm talking about defensively too, upset special, like he just said, I'm going to go with upset special. So I'm going to take Washington to come into Los Angeles, that's right, and beat the Chargers. I'm going to say 27-24. And it's going to be shocking to the fans. Washington going to get out of here with a win 27-24 and drop the Chargers down to 3-2. But they still going to win some games this year. Don't be disappointed, Chargers fans. I'm just calling the things a thing. X's and O's, X's and O's, X's and O's. So I like Washington 27-24 over the Chargers.
Yeah, pretty much, guys. Like you see, we agree. All right, y'all. For the last game of Sunday Night Football, baby. We got the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. Shout out Uncle Tim.
Mr. Stubbs, Mr. Stubbs, them Bills, baby.
Divisional rival. We know that they know them. But I'm not going to waste too much time with y'all, man. The Bills going to win this game. I like the Bills decisively in this one. You know, the Patriots just ain't shown me enough of anything yet. I believe in Mike Vrabel as a coach.
Yes.
And I don't think Drake May. I don't think Drake May is a trash quarterback. I think he has the potential of being a good quarterback.
We respect him. He got lots of skills.
But what's going on with the Patriots is almost like the Titans. Too many holes.
Yes.
So things got to be changed in order for the Patriots to be the real Patriots that we know them to be from their history.
They're ways from that.
But they're ways from that right now. And right now, Big Daddy Josh Allen, they are the kings of the AFC East.
I call him Superman.
He calls Superman.
Josh Allen is Superman. He's the real Superman. Not on TV and the movies.
But you know,
in the NFL, he's a Superman.
You know, the reason why I call him Big Daddy is because he moved around like Adam Sandler. That's what I call him Big Daddy.
Well, you know why I call him Superman, because he's tall, he runs like a deer, he's physical, he can throw the ball down the field, he's fearless. You knock him down, he throw an interception, he don't give a shit, he come back and he just do what he do.
Facts.
I'll call him Superman.
So with that being said,
and the women love him too. They think he's attractive.
They love Josh Allen. We all love Josh.
It's sad,
but
it's sad.
You know, with Josh Allen, the way he's playing right now, man, he's playing determined. You know, he's playing like he really trying to get that ring for real, man.
He wants.
And you know, I'm not gonna lie.
He want a ring.
I'm not gonna lie,
baby. He want that.
Unless he do it against
a champion.
Unless he do it against the Cowboys, any other team, I would love to see him do it. I would love to see him do it.
You talking about because the Dallas stopped the Buffalo Bills in the past?
No, that ain't about that. That's the past. That's the past.
Oh, okay.
I just don't want to see him win against my squad. But but if he win that Super Bowl this year, man, I will be one of them guys that will definitely support him and be happy for him and wear a Super Bowl shirt and all that. Man, go Josh Allen.
If he can beat the new Dream Killers, Mr. Patrick Mahomes, he deserves it.
Facts. But with all that being said, y'all, all the gobbledygook, we going with the Bills, man. I'm sure you going with the Bills as well. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. Going with the Bills. I don't particularly see a blowout, because they know this team, the team know them, division rivals, Sunday night, all that jazz. But I like the Bills ultimately to win this game, and I'm going to go with the Bills in a 34-21.
Okay, this is a game that the Patriots could upset the Bills, but the reason I can't take the Patriots for number one,
can't do it.
Mr. Drake may have been turning the ball over in the red zone.
Too much.
I saw him turn the ball over in the red zone when it was point blank range in the shadow of the goal, and they couldn't get a touchdown. So you did that a couple times.
And that's
Drake,
ridiculous.
Man. Now the defense is doing the best they can, and the running game is okay, and they are trying to develop Vrabel's mindset, his personality. That's what he's trying to do. We know what he's trying to do. But he need a few more pieces. He'll probably have to get rid of some people, add some people. That's what he's got to do.
Yeah.
But right now, Buffalo ready for prime time. Buffalo ready for prime time. Because like I said, I was a little concerned about how New Orleans played them last week, but they showed me that, a Buffalo team that wouldn't have been ready, they would let New Orleans come back and beat them.
Yeah.
But Buffalo said, no, not this year, not this time. It ain't gonna happen right now. Not on this watch. Not in 2025. So to me, Buffalo saying, you're gonna have to beat us for 4 quarters. No matter what happens. You saw what happened in that first game against Baltimore when Baltimore gave them all they wanted, but beat them 41-40. They was up, right? So they showed you're gonna have to beat us for 4 quarters. For 4 quarters. So to me, the Patriots gonna play good off of that momentum win against the Panthers, but Panthers is not that good. They're not. So they put 42 points against the Panthers, whatever. Okay, whatever. So show me you can do that against Buffalo. I don't believe it. So I like Buffalo. Shout out cuz Tim. You know I love you cuz. I think Buffalo gonna win this one. I'm gonna say 31-21 Buffalo. Over the pace, 31-20. They give up 3 touchdowns. They're going to score 31 points. 31-21 Buffalo. That's simple.
Okay. All right. Not a total beatdown. Respectable. Mm-hmm. But I think we both going to agree with that. All right, guys. And this is the last one on the docket, everybody. This is Monday Night Football.
Ooh.
And we got, like I said,
got something special Monday night.
You always address this man with respect. It's Mr. Mahomes to you, okay? You don't know that man personally.
Patrick the Magic Man Holmes. I call him the Magic Man.
Mr. Mahomes.
That's the name I gave him.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
The Magic Man.
The Kansas City Chiefs at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mr.
Monday
Trevor
night.
Lawrence. Mr. Trevor Lawrence.
Now,
just saying.
I'm going to say this, everybody. Like I said earlier in the episode, the Jaguars are playing with some balls. They're playing some inspired football.
Big brass ball.
And I've been very impressed with what they've been doing.
I'm impressed.
Because they should be on for it, but they're not. Okay, so we got to give them a lot of respect. They're playing some good ball.
They're 2-2, right?
Are they 2-2 or are they 3-1?
They're 3-1. No, they only lost 1 game.
Let's make it.
I think they're 3-1.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go to Google.
I'm sure they're 3-1.
We're gonna go to Google to get the exact
because the
exact
Chiefs
stats,
are 2-2.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. The Jacksonville Jaguars are 3-1, everybody.
3-1.
So
Tied with the coach for the leader.
Tied with the coach for the leader in the division.
And they playing good defense.
They playing some good defense.
Yeah.
And see, that's the difference for me. Because the defense is what keep you in games.
Yes, Lord.
So if you playing enough defense, you know, Trevor Lawrence being the quarterback that we know he can be, he's very accurate when he's on his game. He's very decisive when he's on his game.
The first round draft pick ability.
Exactly.
That's what he's showing.
And when he takes his time and makes the right decisions, he's one of the best in the league at what he does.
He's effective.
Now, am I going to put him on a Josh Allen level or Patrick Mahomes? No. But I don't see no difference between him and Justin Herbert or him and James Daniels or any of these young guys in the league right now. I think he's right there. The offensive line's been playing inspired. They've been blocking for him. They're giving them time.
That's interesting.
So the things that they're doing as a team is making the team look better. It's one thing if Trevor Lawrence look good, but the whole team look good. And like I said, very respectable.
The running back.
Here comes the Chiefs, the big bad dogs everybody's scared of. Everybody respect these dudes. And you need to respect them because you don't get 3 rings by being average. Okay? So
Patrick the Magic Man Mahomes.
They're coming into Jacksonville.
The Magic Man. He do sports.
Yes. he do sports.
He does sports.
They're having a really interesting season. They've had 2 tough losses. They have 2 really good wins for them. And I think the Chiefs are just now getting into the groove of who they really gonna be. Rashawn Rice come back healthy. I'm sorry, not Rice. Xavier Worthy came back healthy.
Oh, that makes a
Rice
big difference.
will be back in 2 weeks.
He needs.
So now you're going to get
the heavy hitters.
So now you about to give Mahomes his number 1 and number 2 receiver back, with Pacheco running that ball. With that offensive line blocking. With Kelsey in the middle. With that offensive line blocking for him.
Kelsey in the middle. Kelsey in the middle.
With the defense playing for him. The way that they need to play for him. You're getting the real Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
It took them a couple weeks.
Full bullets. Loaded.
Yes, fully loaded.
That's right, baby.
They are giving you the old school Chiefs. They are who we thought they were.
They are who we thought they were.
And they playing really good.
Yes.
So with this game right here, even though I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to play some really good ball,
inspired ball.
It's a nationally televised game.
Monday night.
At your house.
Everybody going to be watching.
You want to be respectable, which they will be.
Everybody love football anyway.
Yeah, which they will be. They will be respectable.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think the Chiefs are going to pull this off in the 4th quarter like they always do. Mr. 4th quarter, Mr. Mahomes.
Patrick the Magic Man home.
At the end of the day, when the game is on the line, with the last 5 minutes, they're going to run the ball effectively enough. They're going to play good enough defense.
Yes.
And the ball will be in his hands when it's most important.
Yes.
And I like the Chiefs to pull this off in a very competitive game. But I like the Chiefs, and I'm going to go Kansas City 24-20.
That sounds about right, because even though I would like for Kansas City to win by a bigger margin, that sounds about right. I think it might be a little bit more scoring than that, but I like that margin. You said 24-20, the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't really argue with it, but I got a different take on it just a little bit. I'm gonna say this. I think that the Jaguars played well against the competition that they played against. You had a hurt 49er team. You beat the Panthers. The Bengals. So, to me, Kansas City is back to being Kansas City. So that means, they put hands on people. They leave their fingerprints on you. They'll say, Kansas City been in here. Kansas City. They put fingerprints on your ass. So I'm going to say this. With Mahomes' weapons that he needs, because all he needed was his deep threats to stretch the defense. Once you do that, you got to pick your poison with him. Either you're gonna stop the run, you're gonna stop Patrick from running out of the pocket, picking up 5, 10, 15 yards, or you're gonna cover the receiver, and then once you turn your back, he's gonna look at, well, is Kelsey open? If I'm gonna throw the ball to Kelsey, open, then I can run out of the pocket and get me 10, 15 yards. And then we're gonna go back and then we're gonna run the ball with Kareem Hunt or Pacheco. I'm just saying. And then the defense is playing very effective. They're getting pressure on the quarterback. So that is the Kansas City that we know and love, that we respect. That's the Kansas City Chiefs we know that can win Super Bowls. Just saying. So with that being said, the Jacksonville playing good defense, and Trevor Lawrence is playing inspired ball, and Etienne, the running back, he's been running very well, very effective, been very explosive. If the Kansas City Chiefs control the run, which I think they will, they'll control the run and force Trevor Lawrence to beat them, that falls right into the hands of Kansas City to win that game. That's what happened. Because even though the Jaguars are playing good defense, they're not going to be able to hold the ball all the way to the end of the fourth quarter.
Nah.
So
unfortunately,
to me, it's going to be an entertaining game until late in the fourth quarter, and then it's going to be mama that go that man, the magic man, Patrick Mahomes. So I'm going to take Kansas City to win this game by 28-23. So they'll win by 5, 28-23, and it will be entertaining. It'll be a little bit higher scoring game, but you're going to enjoy the game, and you're going to think that Jaguars got a chance of winning it, and Patrick Mahomes said, you must have forgot about me. You know who I am? You got to respect me. You better bow down to a killer greater than you. And I'm just saying that. Shout out to Jaguar fans, Jacksonville. We love y'all, Jacksonville, Florida. We got family down there. I'm just saying, Kansas City, 28-24. Entertaining game. Have fun, enjoy the games. It's Papa West, baby.